So now I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite dishes. It's with chicken and tomatoes, mushrooms, onions, and it is so good. And you can make it one day and eat it the next, or it's always good for leftovers. Okay? So here's the ingredients. A couple chicken breasts, sweet white onion, about softball size, some garlic, about half of these tomatoes, about a pound, a little pepper, a little bit of mushrooms. Chicken breast with saran wrap. I call it saran wrap. It's a plastic wrap. And now I'm going to tenderize it so they're all the same size, probably about maybe a ½ inch down or something. You can either use a wooden mallet or something like that to beat them down. Sometimes you can use your fist to do it, but I prefer to use something else. Okay, now I've tenderized them. You can see they're all the same size. It means they're all going to cook the same amount. So what I'm going to do now is salt and pepper them. Now this will be one of the few times that I salt and pepper something prior to anybody else putting the after effect of putting salt and pepper on it. So this helps the meat come out, the flavor come out of the chicken meat. Okay, here we go. I'm heating up the oil and going to put the chicken breasts in there. You can see how thin they are now. They're probably about 3/8 of an inch thick. And I'm going to salt and pepper them again on this side. I use this Himalayan salt, this pink salt. I like the flavor of it and it sticks to the stuff. So now I'm going to do some fresh ground pepper. Here's everything cut up. You'll notice I have coarse, very coarse onions and very coarse peppers. And here's my mushrooms. Take a look at them. You'll see they're very coarse also. And of course, here's the last part, is the tomatoes. Here's the coarse. I like the coarse because it gives it more flavor when you pick it up, when you eat it. Instead, this, if you'll notice, I didn't slice the garlic, I diced the garlic. So this is to give it the boost of flavor that I want. And what you really want is the boost of flavor. If I made these like diced, as I did the garlic, the flavor would be there, but then I wouldn't have the meat of the onion to taste, or the meat of the pepper to taste. That's why I do that. Okay, I had the lid on to make it cook a little faster, so now I'm going to toss it a little bit, toss it over. And you see the salt and pepper is still on there. But all you can see is me. Now you can see it. And I'm going to recover that again and let it cook for a couple more minutes. Okay, everything's looking pretty good, so now I'm going to take the chicken out and place it on a plate. And I'm going to now put the onion and the bell pepper in there. I'll probably have to put some more oil in there. So I'm moving this around to try to get the bits off the bottom or the sides. And I'll cook this until the onions turn translucent. Then I'll put the garlic in for about 30 seconds after that. I'm going to put the lid on. Oh, there's a big piece. This is my favorite spoon. My grandmother gave me this years and years ago. It was one she used. You'll notice it's pretty sharp on the end, so that's why I use it all the time. Okay, here we go. They're starting to turn translucent, so now I'm going to add the garlic. Cook it for about 30 seconds more. That might seem like a lot of garlic, but yeah, it is, but I like garlic. By the way, these stainless steel pans, oh man, you can't beat them. This is the best investment I ever made. And let me tell you, it was an investment. But the tight fitting lids and stainless steel, they clean up so nice, it's pathetic. And I really like these pans. So now I've moved some of the onion, garlic to the side, and I'm going to put the one breast back in, move a bunch of the onion and everything onto that. Make room for the other one. Oops, get in there. Add the juices back in. Cover this guy up and cook for a minute or two. Let that sit down for a few minutes. Smelling good. Smelling really good. I'm going to throw the tomatoes in. Here's the tomatoes all cut up and ready to go. There's the tomatoes in. Going to cover it up again for a few more minutes. See how it's starting to cook down, getting these juices in here, and everything is sort of cooking well. Now I'm going to throw on the mushrooms. Seems like a lot, but the mushrooms will cook down and add to the flavor of this dish. Now I might check it in about 10 minutes and stir it up a little bit, but 20 minutes and this should be done. And it's delicious. Trust me. Efficient that I had to turn the fire down, but notice how this is really cooking up well. Remember you thought I had too many mushrooms? Is there such a thing? That's like too much garlic. There's not such a thing as too much garlic. Oh my God. Oh, look at this. It's been 20 minutes. I'm sure this is going to go well with my gazpacho. So I'll turn the heat off now and give it a minute to rest, and then I'll have my dinner. I don't even know if I'll have to need a salad tonight because I have the gazpacho. So enjoy. The vegetables, the chicken breast is so tender, and it will continue to be tender for leftovers. This is a very good dish. I'm glad you enjoy these videos, and I hope you cook this because this is my very own recipe. I've cooked this many times, and it's all been well received. So good luck, and I hope you enjoy it. And I'm going to enjoy it too. Thanks.